back and cooking with Mary Ann Amodeo, our culinary consultant. She's brought her good friend Luke Moffat from The Healthy Butcher.
Hello.
So what we're cooking today is obviously going to be healthy.
Yes.
And it
involves a butcher.
And delicious.
And involves a butcher. Now, I know that steak is what we're doing today, right? Which is a lot of fun, and we love to grill it. But what if you don't have a grill?
Well, if you don't have a backyard, that's one thing, and you don't have a barbecue out in the backyard, that usually put a stop to everything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't now, unless you went on a picnic and brought a hibachi. But Luke's brought us a couple of fabulous options and healthy options. So for all you empty nesters that have downsized and people that have given up the backyard, you've got a couple of choices here. And Luke uses a fabulous cast iron skillet.
These here are our lodge pans. They're available at any healthy butcher. They come pre-seasoned, cast
Yeah.
iron. They're awesome for cooking meat indoors.
Because you want to respect the steak,
You
right?
want to respect the
So a
steak.
cast iron
Yeah.
gives it that nice, good, crisp
Gonna have a great sear to it.
sear.
Mm.
And what's this?
This here is the T-Fal OptiGrill. This here will give you your nice grill lines and everything. You can guarantee you can trick people into thinking you barbecued when you put them on this thing.
Good. And I really like those marbled cuts with the big chunks of fat.
Well, I got something for you, Val.
Hey, what have you brought today?
I brought to you some of our 100% grass-fed ribeyes. This here is wagyu beef. Unbelievable marbling to them.
Let's get a look at that.
Look at this baby. Woohoo!
Check that out.
Now these guys, I always hear stories that the Wagyu beef are getting massaged with and drinking beer and stuff. Is any of that true?
That's Kobe beef.
Oh,
this is the Wagyu beef is the. Can you pass me the salt, please, Mary Ann?
Oh, sure.
What's the difference?
Wagyu beef is the breed of animal that they use to make Kobe beef. So this is the same breed, but it is not massaged by geishas or anything, fed sake or anything like that. This here is 100% grass-fed.
And literally, they live and eat the grass that grows in the ground, so you're getting the most natural product, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's the best way. You want your food to eat natural because you want to eat natural foods.
Can I put this over here? Is that okay?
Absolutely. Yep. You can take that away.
All right.
Can you pass me the olive oil, please?
Oh, sure.
We want that sear, so we're not worried about the smoke.
No,
right?
we want to get it nice and get your pan nice and hot, just so that way you get a good sear to it.
So what element am I on? How high am I? Am I on high on the
You're
burner?
on nice and high to begin with, and then
Okay.
you can turn her down.
Take it down.
after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice thick cut, too.
I always like to put salt on, cook with the salt. I don't like to put pepper on until afterwards.
Yeah, finish
because
it.
sometimes the pepper, especially if you get it on there and it burns, it gives it a really bitter taste. But always, always, always salt and pepper. The other thing that's nice
That's
right at the
true.
beginning is nice garlic cloves. You don't even need to peel these because they're not going on the steak.
Wow.
Just crack them open with a knife, toss them right into that nice little oil.
And it infuses the flavor?
And it's going to infuse the flavor right into that oil,
look
and then
at
you're going to put
this.
that oil right into your steak.
Look
Look
at
at
that
this nice sear we're
sear.
getting here.
Oh, man.
That was only a couple of minutes, too.
That's right.
Because the pan was
Yeah.
already good and hot.
Pan's got to be nice and hot when you put it in.
So how thick is the steak? That's one question for Val and I. And usually you don't turn it a lot. Am I right? You're not.
No, our nice standard cut is 1.25 inches. Anything more than 1.25 inches,
All right,
buy
and
2
okay.
steaks. Yep. You need it.
I love it.
I did bring some other steaks with me today because even though our prime steaks is great, we do believe in snout to tail butchery, or in this case, head to tail with a beef.
Okay.
This here is called a clodhammer steak.
What? I don't know that one. Do I know that one? I don't
Where does
think
that
so.
come from?
It's basically the rotator cuff. So it's responsible.
shoulder.
Yeah, the shoulder. It's responsible for this motion, which animals never use.
That's
which,
right.
Which therefore it takes on
So
a lot
that is a good piece.
of, yeah, it takes on a lot of similar properties as tenderloin.
So what are we doing?
Tossing it right on the OptiGrill here.
But why
Again,
don't we ever see that in the supermarket? Why do we need to call a guy like you to get that cut?
you only get 2 out of every animal. Now that's a lot of beef to sell for 2 very small steaks. So a lot of places it just ends up in the trim bucket. It just goes for ground beef. But it's a shame because it's an absolutely beautiful cut. People, if you
That is
love
really good to
tenderloin,
know.
come and see me for these. Save you a ton of money, and it's just as good. You won't even be able to tell the difference.
I've
Promise.
never had to kick a cow off the chest machine at the gym, so
No,
you're right.
no, don't
They're not
worry.
using those muscles.
For those of you who like a little bit more flavor, a little bit more texture, I
Yeah.
brought a vacillo steak.
A Bacio steak.
Vacillo,
That looks like a-
V-A-C-I-O.
V is in Victor.
V is in Victor, A-C-I-O.
Okay.
like a flank
This here is similar to a flank, yes,
Okay.
but I do find it's a little bit more tender than a flank, and the flavor in it is like far and above a
Vacillo.
flank.
Is it similar to a skirt steak?
It is similar to a skirt steak, yes.
Good for you.
I like
the
these
grill we go.
unusual cuts. I think they're way more flavorful.
They are. And it's good to learn, I think. It's okay.
Look at that, baby.
Yeah. Oh, look how he does.
Just give
That's
her a
good.
nice little massage.
Okay.
Everyone loves to massage their meat, right?
Yeah.
Mary Ann, don't.
Don't go.
Zip, zip, zip,
Zip, zip. Can we put some brandy on it?
The other thing that I like to do, use the sides of your cast iron pan. Everybody forgets to sear the sides too. The more
Look at
sides
that.
that you get seared, the more flavor you have, the more caramelizing of that fat and the sugars gives it more of
That's
those
a great
browning
shot.
flavors.
I'm telling you,
I'm telling you, if you don't have a barbecue, you need to be cooking steaks like this indoors, and you can get these pans from me
all year round.
all year round. They're easy to take care of if you're worried about taking care of them. Super easy to take care of.
How?
Any one of our butchers will tell you how to take care of it.
Okay.
And even
good
still, we
gift.
can print you out sheets to send home with you that you can have a nice little step-by-step sheet.
What's the name of the pan again?
It's a Lodge cast iron frying pan.
They've been around for a while.
What do the grass-fed cows eat in the wintertime here in Canada?
Good question. A lot of our animals here in Canada will still eat corn in the middle of the winter.
Okay.
So,
Oh, Val.
But hay, right? You can do hay.
yep, some will use silage, but most of them are on corn throughout the winter. However, these ones here are 100% grass-fed beef.
In a perfect world, we'd let this rest for a bit, right?
Well, we're gonna do a little something for it.
Well, something. I think we have about a minute left.
Some nice compound butter for right on top.
What's in that?
This here is a Southern Chipotle. You can do any style you want. It's really nice. Just take any flavors, melt some butter, any flavor you like, mix it in, pour it right on top. Because, like, let's be honest, fat on top of fat, who wouldn't love that? But healthy fat.
Sorry.
And in a
So-
perfect world, you're right, we would let this rest, but
It
let's
would-
cut her open. Let's eat. I'm hungry.
Anybody else hungry out here?
Look at that.
So what are we calling this? Medium rare?
This is a little bit more on the rare side. Now, if we let her rest for probably, just put a little piece of tin foil over it, let it rest for maybe
It would-
10, 15 minutes, it would cook off those few degrees and be a perfect medium rare.
Show me how it's doing in the T-Fal.
This thing is great.
Look at that.
It's
Ah,
got its own little timer, so it's foolproof. You can't even overcook them or anything like that.
This tastes amazing. Just enough garlic, the salt and pepper. That's all you
I
need.
like the way he did the garlic on there, you know. That's a really good, okay.
Guys, thanks so much. I really appreciate you being here today. What a great meal.
Got that right, wow.
And we will have you back very soon, I'm sure.
Oh.